Welcome to Ask the Personal Trainer podcast, brought to you by ForeverFit.tv, with your host, Nicola Riley, here to help you find real health and wellness.
Hey, welcome to Ask the Personal Trainer podcast. I'm Nicola Riley, your online personal trainer, nutrition and lifestyle coach. So for today's listener question, I've got, hey Nicola, if I exercise heavy in the afternoon, I tend to get reflux when I am asleep and I end up grinding my teeth and having a light sleep. It doesn't seem to happen when I don't do an afternoon or evening exercise. Do you have any tips? Hey, so this is a fantastic question, and the reason this is really important is it comes down to, number one, understanding that sleep is the most powerful thing that you can do for your body. When you get a really good night's sleep, your body recovers, it repairs, and it replenishes your body, and it's one of the most powerful things you can do to pay attention to. And there are a number of things that are going to affect the quality of your sleep, and this all comes down to, number one, the day that you have just led and what has happened in that day to affect the natural rhythm of your body. So our bodies are designed to naturally wake up in the morning when sun hits your skin and hits your eyes, and this is where you produce cortisol, and your cortisol is your natural awakening hormone, and when your body is naturally stimulated and feeling alive. So first thing in the morning, you want to feel awake, you want to feel energized, you want to feel like you've just popped out of bed and you're ready to face your day. Then throughout your day, your body, naturally, your cortisol levels go down, and then in the evening, when your cortisol levels are at their lowest, melatonin is produced and you're able to fall asleep. When melatonin is produced, this is where it stimulates your body to recover, repair, and replenish. So you've mentioned that when you do a heavy weight workout in the afternoon or in the evening, this affects the quality of your sleep. So what this is telling me is that you're having there's some cortisol dysregulation happening, and so this means that you're unable to fall asleep and get the recovery and the repair that your body needs, because your body has just become stressed from the heavy weight workout that you're doing in the afternoon. So what you want to do is, if you can, try and do your heavy workouts earlier in the day so that they're naturally in tune with what your body wants to naturally do. So in the earliest part of your day, you're producing that cortisol's coming up, and naturally then comes down throughout your day. For some people, they can work out in the evenings and in the afternoons, but if you're having a hard time getting a good night's sleep, this is something you may want to adjust. The other things that you may want to look at is ways that after that workout, how can you bring that cortisol level back down? How can you allow your body to produce melatonin naturally? And how can you allow yourself to wind down so you get a really good night's sleep? So say you can't change your workout around, then you're going to have to pay some really good attention to the type of meals that you're having after your workout and what you're doing to help your body recover. So ideally, I want you to move your workout to earlier in the day, your heavier workouts, and then try and make later in the day some light workouts. You might do a walk, just nothing that's really too overpowering and too cortisol producing in your body. So this is where you do like low intensity movement. You might do yoga, you might go for a walk, you might do just some light workouts, or just workouts that aren't stressing your body out too much. Then it comes down to that evening meal. How close are you having that to the workout, and how late is your workout in the evening as well? So if you're having a meal that is really high in carbohydrates, a meal that isn't right for your body, a meal that's you might have some food intolerances to, all these kind of things are going to spike your cortisol and are going to affect your body's melatonin production, and melatonin makes you fall asleep. So the other thing to understand as well is if you're having a meal that's really high in carbohydrates, it's going to naturally spike your blood sugar levels, and this means in the evening, when you do go to fall asleep, you are going to have like a blood sugar crash, and then that's going to spike your cortisol levels in the middle of the night, and it's going to make you either wake up or it's going to make you stay in that light sleep that you mentioned. So when it comes to your meal that you're having after your workout or your evening meal, what sort of meal are you having? Is it well-rounded enough? Has it got some proteins in there? Has it got some good quality carbs in there? Has it got some good quality fats? And make sure you aren't having like a sugary meal as well. Then you want to make sure that that meal isn't too close to bedtime. So to allow you to wind down, you need to make sure that you aren't eating dinner within 3 hours of going to bed. So in order to produce melatonin, you need to allow 3 hours for your body to unwind and to relax, cortisol to come down, blood sugar to stabilise, and that's when melatonin is produced. If your body's digesting and metabolising foods, you're unable to produce melatonin and you're not going to be able to fall asleep, and that's where you might fall asleep, but you're going to have that light sleep that you mentioned. So for you, I would see if you can do your heavy workouts earlier in the day, just because your sleep is huge, and this is something that you've mentioned that it doesn't seem to happen on the days that you don't do your workouts late, and so this is where you're going to want to shift your workouts to earlier in the day so that this isn't happening. And if you can't do that, or ideally if you do that, then for both examples, you want to make sure that you are getting a dinner that is, number one, isn't too close to your bedtime, isn't too high in sugar, doesn't contain anything that you're intolerant to, and that it's a really good, well-rounded meal, that you sit down to eat it, it's nourishing, and you allow yourself to digest and metabolize that food, so it's actual recover and repair for your body. And then you put all these things in place, so you make sure that you allow your body to unwind as fast as it can. So as soon as the sun goes down, you light your house with lamps, even candle lights, just allow your body to lower cortisol, because what you've done is, by working out in the afternoon, you have just pumped your body up and it's just going, righto, I am ready to fight. So you need to take all extremes to bring that cortisol levels down as soon as you can. And so this means turning lights off. If you are watching TV or you're doing anything in the lounge, you want to make sure that it's really dull light. You aren't working too late on a computer or exposed to like any sort of lights that are stimulating you. And you want to unwind, so you may go to bed and read a book, and you want to allow yourself to bring those cortisol levels down so that melatonin is able to be produced and you get that good quality sleep. The other thing to understand is that you need to make sure that your room is super black. Dark. So no flashing lights, no electronics near your head, and just unwinding. Any light that does come into your body, it's going to affect how deep your sleep is as well. You might want to try having a bath if you can't change the timing of your workout. You might want to have like a bath with some Epsom salts and try some magnesium, because this is going to naturally allow yourself to wind down and de-stress as well, and help just get a really good pattern happening to allow your body to recover and repair. So I hope that's given you some tips on your workout and why this is happening, and some little things that you can look at changing to help with this. If you've got any questions and I haven't quite answered it, please just get in touch and I'll be sure to help you out even further. So thanks for your question, and if you've got any more, please don't hesitate to send them on in. And if you haven't already, make sure that you sign up to my newsletter, be part of the Forever Fit community, get weekly updates of all the news, information, recipes and everything that's been going on at Forever Fit. Thanks for listening, and I will see you really soon for your next Ask the Personal Trainer podcast.